Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I will be going over my top 5 things that I want Mojang to update with the Sculk Sensor as we move from the Caves and Cliffs update to the Wild update. Can't hop right into the video. You'll never guess what the last one is. I'll give you a hint. It involves the thumbnail. The first item that I would like to see updated is the range on the Sculk Sensors. I've been playing with them a lot, as you know, and I would honestly say that the 7 block distance really eliminates, I would say, 75% of the use cases for Sculk Sensors, because although they help in some really awkward circumstances, they feel like a niche component rather than something you would see commonly in a redstone circuit. Like, almost everything they can do, you can do with other systems. There's already channelized ways of transmitting over a long distance. So I just don't see any use in a 7 block distance for Sculk Sensors. I would love to see a 15 block distance. So Mojang, if y'all could add that, please. I think that this would be a really good idea. The second update I would like to see made to Sculk Sensors is a tuned Sculk Sensor. So this would basically be something using amethyst or something where it can only react to one sound. Maybe 2, possibly maybe like an open close type of thing where it only reacts to those. But with this, let's say I tune it to my bow being shot or a chest being open, it only reacts to that, which allows for, I think, more lock and key type systems to be a little bit stronger overall. They're still really good with these, FYI. So this isn't an absolute necessity. We can already tune, but I think it would make it more potent for a key, because then you have to have one specific item. You could actually have a key where you have to be standing in a specific location too, where you have to stand here and then it activates 4 or 5 different Sculk Sensors that all are tuned to the same item, and then they all activate at the same time at opening your door. That's a really good video idea. I'll take care of that. The next item is some way of transmitting and outputting vibrations at the same frequency. So let's say that we did the let's say lightning strikes. This guy's gonna get a signal strength of 15, and it should be able to, and there would basically be some kind of cable like system, the Sculk vines maybe, that can send it and then maybe connect into a Sculk Shrieker, and the Sculk Shrieker can emit the same sound when a redstone impulse is applied. This would allow for larger transmitting scales, and I will say this: if you're gonna add this, I don't think you need to increase the range for these guys, because it does allow for a unique use case where you can essentially have just like a take and do like a 1 block version of this, where now you've only got the 3 block U, and it would transmit across a 4-bit signal rather than a 1-bit signal, which could be fairly powerful. All of the ones currently, I believe, have some kind of controllable mechanism that you can use. So please, Mojang, find a way to do something like that, or to increase the range. I think the range would be the easiest one for y'all, but I do think that this would be a more fun game mechanic overall. The next item is the time delay on the Sculk Sensors. Oh my gosh, this is the most awkward part of doing anything with Sculk Sensors. It actually feels slightly painful for that 20 game tick response. I really think this could be cut down to something closer to maybe 10 or 15 or something. Actually making it be off from the redstone tick, I think, would be kind of unique, because it would work similar to leafstone in that you could have a kind of off tick transmission, which would make like more interesting redstone systems, in my opinion. Obviously not as useful when you have an even set of Sculk Sensors, but when you have an odd set and an even set, you can essentially have a 2 Hz, a off phase clock that actually reacts in the same redstone tick, which is amazing in my thought. And the final item is something that I really want to see fixed, because it doesn't make sense. So let me flip this lever right here, and you'll notice all of our Sculk Sensors are going to activate, but I'm going to let it run for a second, and you'll notice nothing else does. Okay, we're going to turn this off and let all the Sculk Sensors die down for a minute. And click again. Now we're going to let it roll for a second, and then see how this guy is activating them? I just feel like when they're on rails, with a minecart is on rails that is on top of wool, it doesn't make sense for the Sculk sensor to not react, because the rails are above the wool, and so if I'm above it, I should still be making the vibration. The sound should be still coming out. So I kind of feel like this is one of those weird circumstances where the wool should only block what's coming through it, not on it. Like if I'm walking on wool, yes, I'm gonna make less sound, but a rail is a actual piece of metal that's on the ground that is being scraped across. So the vibration is still gonna be just as loud, but it won't go downward. I mean, yes, is it theoretically a mute case? Possibly, but like Mojang, could you please fix it, please. Yeah, but what are y'all's thoughts on the Sculk sensor or these updates? Are there updates that you would like to see happen in Minecraft soon as far as the Sculk sensors? What other features of involving the Sculk sensors would you be looking forward to? I know I am looking forward to some warden-based traps, because I just think they'll be interestingly useful, simply because you could trap a friend without them even being aware of the possibility. But without further ado, this is Navelight signing out, and God bless y'all. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and send me your submissions for my new logo competition. I'm a bad person and I just leave this in the top corner, but I'll probably expand it in the edit or something. I just, want to try to do a little bit of rebranding.